Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Rose Show. We made it another day, 11/7/23. I'm super excited to be here on today. I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys about what our show was going to be about tonight. It's going to be talking about mental health. So I want to make a couple of disclaimers. Um, it could be a little touchy, so there won't be any profanity or anything like that, but there may be some triggers mentioned here and things of that nature. So just wanted everybody to be mindful. We're going to have good conversation about mental health and what that looks like, and various types of mental health. So I just want to make sure that everybody is prepared for that. If you have children that are going to watch the show, I ask that you just kind of be mindful of that. If you feel like you're going to be triggered in any way, I ask you also to be mindful of that. But yeah, so today I have a phenomenal guest that I'm going to be bringing to the stage here in a few minutes. Her name is Dr. Kiba Richmond Green. She's my friend. I've been knowing her for probably about 10 years, if not more. I met her at a conference or an event that I went to, and we just kind of, became friends from there. She's a therapist. She's a traveling therapist. She knows a lot about mental health, various types of mental health. So today we're going to get into it and talk about mental health. I'm super excited. Thank you guys for all joining. Please like and share my video. I don't do a very good job of telling people to do that. But hey, like and share my video. I appreciate you guys. All right. So right now we're going to go ahead and bring to the stage my girl, my friend, my sister, Dr. Kiba Richmond Green. Hey, Kiba, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey. How you doing, boo?
Welcome. I'm good, baby. How are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to share this video, but go ahead. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
No, no. Share. Look, share and share alike. Share and share and share alike. Share and share alike.
Well, if I can get it. But go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
No, you good. So I'm super excited to have you on this show. We don't talk very often, but we don't have to, because we know that it's always love when we connect. Nothing
Yes.
short of. And we talked this last time. We talked about a few different things that we're about to have going on. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Definitely.
I'm super excited about that. So yeah. So let's get into this show. My first question is Dr. Kiba Richmond Green. Who is she?
Who is she? First, she is a lover of Jesus. Hey.
Come on,
Um.
somebody, a lover of Jesus. Won't he do it?
I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a friend. I'm a sister. I am, like you said, a licensed therapist, entrepreneur, just a person who loves people and really want to see change, see people grow, see people blossom. You know what I'm saying? And live life. I meet so many people who just exist, and so my goal is really to help people live and not just be here.
Yeah, no, I love that. I
That's
love that.
that's really who I am.
Yeah, no, that's good. You are that and so much more, though. But we'll come back to that a little bit. You mentioned live. You just want people to live. That's can mean a variation of things, right? So
Yes.
let's kind of talk about mental health, right? Living in mental health. Like, everybody
Mm.
know that life is life, and for pretty much everybody I know,
When
life
I
is life.
say, when I say,
Yeah,
whew, yeah,
and I just, cope, some people have coping mechanisms, some people don't. Some people know how to deal, some people don't. Some people know
Right.
how to live through it. Some
Yes.
people. So let's talk about, you said that you want people to live. What does that look like?
For me, that looks like you get up every day with an expectation of something. Like you you look forward to something different happening in your life, no matter what you're experiencing in the present. And so for me, I think COVID did like a not that people weren't walking around hopeless anyway, but COVID really did a number on people as far as blah. People just like
Yeah, they lost interest
ah.
in life,
They really did. They
Yeah.
really, really did. And so I know I used to sit at the table with my husband and my mother-in-law and eat dinner every night, and I was like, this can't be it. Like, right? Like, this can't be life. Like,
Mm,
this is all people
mhm,
gonna do for the year and a half of COVID.
mhm,
We're gonna sit at a
mhm.
table and just look at each other like, no, I can't do this. Like, I would literally lay in the floor and have heart palpitations in a minute if this is all
See?
there is to life for me. Like,
Mm,
I get up every
mm,
morning with expectation, no matter what I'm going through, no matter
mm.
what struggle I'm in. Even my husband, he jokes with me now, like, you're excited. I'm always excited. What you excited about,
Mhm,
Kiva? I'm
mhm.
excited about life. I'm excited about what God is doing, what God is about to do in my life. Like, I know the promises that God had for me. I know what He told me. So it's coming. Whether you
Yeah.
see it or whether you believe it, it's coming. So I'm always excited about what's coming. And so
Mhm.
I want people to be excited about their lives, what they can do today, tomorrow, the next day, despite their circumstances, despite their challenges, despite what's happening in the present, because life is always going to, and I apologize, my camera. Life is always going to knock us down or try to. You got to get back up. And don't get me wrong, it's many days I want to just not move. Absolutely. It's many days I want to just I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I can throw in the towel. But even when I get to that space, one thing my mom taught me was to rest in Jesus. Seriously. Like
Yes,
when
yes,
I get to that
yes.
place, you know what I do? I go take a nap. I go take a nap. And God downloads to me while I'm sleeping. And I get up with joy again, if that makes sense.
Mhm, mhm,
Because
mhm, 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 mhm.
I can sit here and try to, you know, wrestle through it and struggle through it. Nothing's gonna change until he's ready for it to change. I just really believe that. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
gonna take care of it. So why am I even stressing myself? Girl, go sleep. And when I wake
Go
up,
sit down somewhere, rest your mind.
rest your mind,
Yeah,
seriously. And
yeah.
and it works for me. I know everybody's different, but that works for me. I literally will go to sleep and let God speak to me.
Well, Kiva, you have you have a lot of clients. You've always had a bunch of clients since I've known you. For you, it's easy to be like rest in Jesus and be like, take that accountability of what you know that God can do and just be like, just be like, Kiba, sit down somewhere. You got this, girl. You know better. But everybody can't do that. Like, I know several people, I get calls all the time because I have a grief group and people call me anonymously. Like, literally, somebody called me a few weeks
Mhm.
ago in the middle of the
Mhm.
night, like, can you talk? And I was just like, yes, one moment. And I had to get up because I knew that when I created this grief group, I had a responsibility to the people
Right.
who joined the grief group. So I got up and
Absolutely.
I talked to this person, but they were saying things that I didn't have words for. I couldn't
Mm.
relate to. I couldn't relate to wanting to kill myself
Right.
because a family member passed away. Even
Mhm.
when my own child died, I didn't want to, I wasn't
You
yearning
still
to
didn't want to
go.
hurt yourself. Right.
Yeah. So I was just, and I was just asking God, to speak through me, to help me to encourage this person, you know. And so when you deal with people that don't have that same mentality about things that you do, right?
Mhm.
Um, how do you, as a therapist, help that person to overcome what they're feeling. When you know in how, when you know what it looks like for you to get through, how do you help someone else get through when you can't identify with what they're feeling?
You know what? I don't always know either. I don't always know how to help my client. I don't always know how to help myself, but I don't always know how to help my client. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a lot of times I have to pray during sessions, and I'm just in prayer, silently in
Wow.
prayer, like
Wow.
God help me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to help this person. So one thing I do is I really put the ball in their court. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? What is it that you really, really want, which most people don't know what they want? Let's just be honest. When you ask them that question, they don't know what
Because
they
they
want.
in the moment. Yeah, they're in the
Everybody can
moment.
tell you everything they don't want,
Yeah.
but very few people can tell you what they want. So I have to kind of reframe it in a way to put it back on them to get them to see that there's something to live for, number one. There are people dependent on them, number two. And there's so much more to life than leaving this earth, and going to be with a person that they missed.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm very different about grief. And I try to be very careful how I say things with people who are grieving because I don't want to seem insensitive by any means. But I am truly a person that believes that I'm not afraid to die because I live today. Does that make sense? Like
No, yeah,
I live.
absolutely. Absolutely. Me
I
too.
live. I'm
Me
I'm
too.
not uh, and that's what I mean by existing. Some people are here here but they just in a shell and in a shell of a body. They're not living. So what I mean by that is I love people. I love people hard. I have people of course who have gone on and I miss them of course tremendously. And you're right. I have no desire to harm myself. Now, have I ever been so down that I wanted to harm myself? I have.
Yes,
I
baby.
have. I
Yes.
have. But that was
Yes.
very not often. I think maybe twice in my life I've only felt that way. And I'm gonna be honest, a few months
Good
ago
for you.
I felt that way a few months ago because
Mm-hmm.
it got so heavy and I had so much on me that I was like clearly like if I leave here, it got to be better for somebody else like
Mm-hmm.
I had like people pulling on me from every direction, and I was like, I don't know how to make this situation better other than to just leave here. And so I also understand that that's a spirit. I also understand that that was not my thoughts because who loves Kiba is me. Please believe that. I ain't never trying to hurt Kiba.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that that was a spirit.
Yeah.
But when I help my clients or when I help anyone who's in this situation, it's funny that you say that. I had a call last night, midnight. Someone was having suicide ideations, actually, with the plan. And so, how do you help a person in that situation? You know, to be honest, because I'm not physically present with them, I really just have to call 911. Does that make sense? Because it's
Yeah.
only so much I can say over the phone, and I don't know what you're gonna do when you hang up the phone. I don't know what you're gonna do while you're on the phone. I just want you
Mm-hmm.
to get some help so that you can possibly move forward. I don't want
Yeah.
anybody to take their life haphazardly in a moment and don't make it.
And don't make it. Yeah, no. So it's so a lot of what I'm hearing from you is a lot of me, like, right, like we totally trust and depend on God. And again,
Mhm.
though, I go back to there's people that don't know how to do that, or people that don't understand that, or people of different, beliefs
Yeah.
and,
Oh, different faiths
and
and
things
beliefs.
of that
Absolutely.
nature. how do
So
you how do you take your
yes.
how do you take your
Mhm.
professional work, right, and
Mhm.
knowing
Mhm.
what you believe, and and put it all together to make sense to a person who doesn't believe what you believe, or may not be in that Jesus head space?
Absolutely, because it is many people that I have clients that don't necessarily believe in what we believe, or believe other
Yeah,
religions or
because
don't believe it out.
you got a lot of listen, you got a celebrity clients. I ain't forgot you got celebrity clients. So I'll be still trying to figure out how you do that one right there because baby.
I, again, I'm going to put it back on them. Whatever your source is, whatever your belief is, whatever your source is, because I believe, and I tell them, I believe in Jesus. I'm going to say Jesus. You replace it with it, whatever you want to replace it with, sun, moon, rock, whatever that works
The
for
moon and the
you.
rock.
Whatever your belief is, replace Jesus with that for you. And tell me, in your belief system, how does your belief system teach you to handle pain? How does your belief system teach you to handle struggle? And so okay, so let's maximize on what your beliefs are, and let's build strength from that to help you get over this situation. Does that make sense? So
No, it absolutely does.
yeah, so I don't have to say Jesus, because they don't believe it. Use whatever works for them in the moment.
yeah,
Yeah, please go
my
ahead.
poor therapist, Theon, honey, she's a believer, but baby, if she wasn't, she would be. Okay, because I always have to go back to that. Even when we be having trauma talk, I always have to go back to that. Like, I don't know how to get away the um from Christ in my conversation, whether it's therapy, whatever
Mhm.
it is,
Right,
arguments,
right.
whatever it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
So but I know that, I've talked to people that don't know, even on a prayer line this morning. It was, like people just are getting into that. So it's important for me to be able to identify and speak to them. And I'm not a therapist by any means. You might think I am. People be like, you should be a therapist. No, and thank you. Okay. Because what's behind this shell right here, okay, can't take on your stuff and still
Mm-mm.
try to process my own stuff. I'm still processing, okay? Because this chick right here is a lot. And she is, and she is. And
I
so
understand.
so right now
So
we
yeah,
got
just maximizing on what they believe, maximizing on their beliefs. It doesn't have to be my beliefs for me to work with them.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be my experience for me to
right,
work with them.
right. Yeah,
So just
yeah.
being um open-minded enough to understand it, that all people don't have the walk of life that I do. They don't come from the
Mm-hmm,
same place that I
mm-hmm,
do, and being able to help them navigate wherever they are. I'm meeting them wherever they are in the moment. That's where I'm
yeah,
doing. And
yeah,
so that's how I help a client get over.
yeah.
Every
I
client
love that.
I have cry at the first session. And they like, "You made me cry. I never cry." I'm like, "I don't know what it is. I make everybody cry. I'm the crying therapist. I make you cry." So
Oh Lord
I
Jesus.
mean, men, women, children, it does not matter. Like, they're going to cry when they're with me, because I'm going to reach a place. Like, that's my goal, is to reach into your heart and touch it. I really want to. I want you to feel that I care about you. I want you to
Mm-hmm,
know that I care about
mm-hmm,
you. That I'm not
mm-hmm,
just here doing this job for dollars or whatever. And so
mm-hmm.
that's why it appears like I have a lot of clients, but I really I really only take a select number of clients so I can be intentional with them. I don't
Wow.
I
I
don't want
love that.
I don't want a large calendar. That's not my goal.
I
I
love
want
that.
to be able to work with you so I can reach you and help you get what you need.
I love that. That's so very important because like as a therapist, and I know many, right? I have a friend who owns a
Mhm. Yeah.
practice. I mean, literally, I know so many therapists. Like I have a therapist that was in Cincinnati, a bishop, a man. I mean, he was literally one of the best therapists I've probably this
Wow.
I've been blessed to have some really good therapists, but I've never had a male therapist. And he was
Mhm.
the first male therapist that I had that was able to
Wow.
just kind of relate. But back to what I was about to say. So I think that that's so important, Kiba, because what people don't know and understand sometimes is when we have careers, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
We are still human. So just because I'm a manager doesn't mean that I know everything about whatever
The
it is that
job.
I'm.
Right.
You
Right.
understand? And so the same goes for therapists, the same goes for bishops,
Absolutely.
preachers,
Absolutely.
whoever, like whatever. And there's a misconception with um people that, well, my therapist didn't do this or didn't do this. My manager did or didn't do this.
Right.
But they don't understand that people are human. And
Mhm.
so just like you're having a crisis moment, I have those crisis moments too. And
Absolutely.
so it's important not to crowd your schedule so much that you
Mm-mm.
can't take care of you, because you're no good for your clients if you're no good for you.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, every therapist should have a therapist, and I probably need to make an appointment with mine. But
No,
every therapist
yes.
should have a therapist because I can only take you as far as I'm willing to go and grow myself, right?
Wow.
And so I can't stretch you if I'm not willing to be stretched. And so I
Girl,
have
you
to
better
have
preach up in this camp.
I have to have that space where I can go and release,
That's a
where I
message
can
right
go
there.
and get what I need because I can't keep taking in everybody's stuff, right? And then I'm not even going anywhere um to get
Release
what
it.
I need, to release it,
Yeah.
or to get what I
Hmm.
need in my own
Hmm.
situations. Like like
Hmm.
you said,
Hmm.
even as a manager, as a therapist, or whatever, a friend or whatever, I'm human. I have my own. I have to get on this thing and talk to people all the time, but that don't mean that life is not happening behind me. Outside that door is a whole lot of stuff going on. So I need to be able to vent so that one thing I'm not doing transference. I'm not putting my stuff on you. I'm not bleeding all over you. I I do not want to be
Mm.
that type of therapist that um bleeds on my bleeds on my people, if that makes sense. And
On your
so
clients. Yeah,
on
no,
my
I
clients, like
appreciate that.
same thing in the pulpit for pastors. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is helping the pastors? And so
Mm.
if you're not getting help, then you're literally coming in there doing them a disservice. And so I don't want
Wow.
to do my clients a disservice. And sometimes when I feel like I'm not capable, I take a step back. I may not do therapy for months. Literally. I may,
Wow. Wow.
I'll stop because I'm not in a mental place where I can help them. And it's no good for them or me to have them coming to me and I can't help them
Mm.
because I'm just
I
going to make
love
the
that.
matter worse.
I love that. I love the transparency in what you're saying, because, again, going back to careers versus, being humanistic and being a human, it's like you, it's almost like you have to put up a facade, right?
Mm,
And
mhm,
if
mhm.
if you have real discernment, right, then
Yeah,
people are going to be able to see through that. But it's not even about whether you can see through it or not. It's about being transparent and knowing your limits, what you can and what you can't
absolutely.
do.
Absolutely.
It's about knowing when to step away, how much you can take, of
Absolutely.
something,
Absolutely.
right? And
Yes.
protecting
Yes.
and protecting your peace, right? I've been telling people,
Definitely protecting your peace. Definitely.
I've been
Go
saying
ahead. I'm
it.
sorry.
It doesn't matter. I've been saying it, like, to everybody, like, no matter what, protect your peace no matter what. Protect your peace no matter what.
Whatever that looks like for you, right?
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
that piece is for you. And so that's why even having a private practice or working for other agencies, because I do, um, I would take a step back in a minute and they'll tell you, and they'll be like, Kiva would disappear for 3 months, you know, because because I get in that space where I'm like, "Oh, okay, I need a break. I need to regroup. I got to go refocus on some things. I have to go get my mind, my head together. So I can't help this client anymore, or I've taken them as far as I can take them, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I've taken
Yeah.
them as far as I believe that I can take them. So
So
I'll
do
do a
you tell
referral.
them
I'll
that
do a
though?
referral in a minute.
Do you
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
that? Are you honest? Like, are you honest with them? Like, Renita, I've taken you as far as I can take you in this process. Like, I'm gonna hand you off. Like, how does that conversation go? What does that look like from a therapist perspective? Like, is it like letting somebody go as a manager from a job? Like, what does that look like?
I did it last week. I think I let 3 people go last week.
Oh,
And
Jesus. Yeah.
the reason why is because, okay, so when I find myself coming to a session and we kind of just fluffing it, like we've done the work, you know what I'm saying? But now we're kind of at a standstill. Like it's really nothing, like what do you want to work on now? Because we've conquered this, we've accomplished this. And they're like, oh, I don't know. Then I'm like, okay, you know what? You don't really need me at this stage in your life. Now, if you
Yeah.
want to do maintenance, if you want to come every 3 months or twice a year to get maintenance and do a check in to make sure things are still going good, let's do that. Or if things change, if a crisis come up and you need me again, call me. But it's no need. I don't want your money that bad. I don't listen. I don't want your money that bad to sit here and just take your case just because you to fill my calendar. That's not fulfilling
Mm,
for me. I'm okay.
fulfillment.
That's not fulfilling for me, and I know it's not fulfilling for you to sit on here and we just kind of fluff therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
can give you
Yeah.
homework all day. I can give you work to do all day. I really can. I can find stuff for you to do. But is it beneficial? And do you
Yeah.
really need it? Because if we've done the work and you've really taken the time to do the work and get to know change your behavior, change the situation, then go take a break. You ain't got to pay me to come in here to look at my beautiful face every week. We okay.
Wow. I love it. So I want to touch, I want to kind of come from the surface part of therapy, right?
Okay.
I want to talk about men in therapy. Like, I
Ooh.
know, again, this is an unscripted show,
No,
so it's
yeah,
kind
we
of
just
like no telling. But I really want to know, and I don't know if it's any men that are watching that
come
can
on
chime
in.
in on this.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or different. Anybody can chime in on this, but I want to know, what is it with men and therapy? The majority, 95.9, 99 point, not playing, but the majority of men that I know and have spoken to about therapy has a wall up
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
seeing a therapist. And I don't understand it, because for me, baby, I'm gonna be in therapy the rest of my life. Like, I know it. Like, I had to go back to work so I can make sure I have sufficient insurance to cover my therapy sessions.
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
use my EAP on my husband's job. I'm gonna use my EAP on my
Nope.
job. I'm gonna let his insurance kick in.
I
My
love it.
insurance gonna kick in and pay the up. Look, don't play. Like, I'm going to be in therapy for the rest of my life, because I be having to process some stuff. Okay. So,
Men
but
in
what
therapy.
is it?
I just think that, again, black and brown communities, period, not just even gender, but black and brown communities, we've been told for years that therapy is not for us. Oh, that's not what we do. We don't share. We don't tell our business that. Okay, so then women start going more, right? We start going and realizing that it's working. I think that I believe that men just have always been, you know, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't need to share my feelings. I'm good. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, when I first started this, my whole goal was women and girls. I'm going to help the women and the girls. I'm going to help the women. But once I got into substance abuse and I had all male clients, I fell in love with men.
Wow. Okay.
I fell in love with men. I was like, oh man, I like the men. I like the men, right? Like they're cool. And you just think about it. I'm a woman, so I can pull some things out of them that maybe a man can't. You know what I'm saying? And so I just got
No,
to
I don't. I don't know what you're saying. Tell me.
okay, so
I need to know what a woman, because and I'm not being funny, but I'm acting silly, but I'm serious, because my thinking is a man needs another man to talk to. Do you know what I mean? But you're
yes
saying
and
that
no.
you love your male clients.
I love
You love your, okay.
them. I
Tell
love
me.
them. Um, because I can go there with them as far as like with relationships and their belief systems around what a man's supposed to be and what a man's supposed to do and what a woman's supposed. I love it. I love it. I love breaking them down. I love breaking them down to the zero power. Like, where does belief come from? Why you think like that? This why your relationship's been like this. This why you in the situation you in. I
I
love
get
it.
it.
When you
So you have real talk, a real conversation with them. You won't pull
Oh
no
my God.
punches, none of
No.
that.
Just
Okay.
like I talk to you is how I talk to my client. I am not a fluff
Wow.
therapist. Like, I don't give a doggone about a PhD or nothing. We're gonna have real dialogue. We're gonna talk to each other like we've been knowing each other for years. And when I tell you, my male clients call me to this day and check in. Miss Green, I just want to see how you do. I miss you. So just getting it, because nobody really, I ain't gonna say nobody, but very few people really go deep with men. They let them have that wall up. They let them have that chip on their shoulder or that pride thing going on. No, no, no. Not
That's
here.
that word right that there. Say it again. What's it called? Pride,
Pride.
ego. It's big. And it ain't women. I'm sorry, women have the pride and the ego too.
Yes.
But when it comes to therapy and trying to get a man to go, baby, that's a brick wall
Now,
right there.
now couples is different.
Yeah,
Couples is different because
yeah,
they like, I ain't going nowhere and tell nobody our business. We don't need to know. We good, right?
yeah, yeah. We'll fix it. We'll work it out. Yeah.
I mean, we all right. We ain't that bad. What we got to go tell somebody for, right? But individually, if I can get them in that room, I'm telling you, if I can get them to that first session, I got them. I got them. I had so many.
Wow.
I
I
started getting a
love
lot
it.
of men clients with COVID and with all of the
Mm.
shootings and things that were happening. The police brutality stuff that we had like a flux of. I had a lot of men clients come to me then because they were like, okay, it's too much. I can't handle it. It's watching the news every day. I'm driving. I'm nervous. I'm concerned. Things like that. I started getting a lot of male clients that way as well. And once I got them in there and got them to expose themselves, oh, it was a wrap. They leave out there and be like, oh man, she
Do
good.
they be like, don't tell nobody we had this conversation?
Right, right. They'd be like, "Oh man, I didn't know it was gonna be that." And like I tell you, I'm the crying therapist, right? Like, I make
Yeah.
everybody cry. I'm telling you, everybody that sits in my chair is going to cry.
Yes. I love
Period. I
it.
mean, man, they don't want to. They be trying to hide it, but they be like, "Oh man, I ain't never thought about it
Girl.
like that. I've never thought about it like that. I've never looked at it like that." Exactly.
So you get to give them that perspective where when they're with their spouse or their parents or their family
Mhm.
members, they have
Mhm.
they have that wall up with them. But so the thing about, okay, that's good, because the thing about therapy is like going to somebody that don't know you and you
Yes.
don't know. Oh my God, and you give them the business.
Yeah.
Like whoop whoop whoop, toot toot toot, doop doop doop, and doop. Like literally, because my poor therapist,
She
I
said,
had to give her a break because that poor thing, I don't know. She done called me this week, but that baby, I don't, Lord, I have to pray for her. Okay, at the end, like, you all right, baby? I know that
right,
was a
because I
lot.
know I'm a lot. I'm a lot, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, for real, because I don't play, I don't hold no punches. I be dead. Ooh, and if I'm mad, oh, MG, it's a wrap. So anyway, let's go to
Well,
the comments real
let me
quick.
say
Go
this.
ahead.
I have this one worksheet that I give every client, and it goes over their family history, their mother, their father, or another caretaker, and it goes into needs, what I needed from them, what I did when I didn't get it from them. You understand? Like, it goes very deep
Yeah,
into
yeah,
traits and behavior, because I am a firm believer that you are where you come from. You know what I'm saying? And so, if I can get them to complete that worksheet, I'm in. Because see, I'm gonna reach in there and get something. Oh, so that's why you this and that's why
mm,
you that. You see how you act
mhm.
like your mama? You see how you act like
You
your
can
daddy?
help them
You
identify it. Yeah,
yes.
you
And
can make that
so,
connection.
and that's what most of them, I think, may not get in therapy in the beginning, so they don't stick with it. You know what I'm saying? It's the preliminary, it's all the paperwork, it's the fluff. Like I said, the fluff. In getting to know them. Also, being a woman of color is so important that we represent. Like, it's important that you have representation. So having a African American therapist is vital for African Americans. Does that make sense? Children, men, and women,
Yeah, let's
because
talk about it.
we
Let's
can
talk about
relate on a different. I just had a couple clients tell me this weekend, like, we've been to 3 other therapists and nobody in 1 week, and nobody in 6 months did what you did in 1 week.
Wow.
They don't even talk to us the same. They didn't even relate to us the same. They didn't even dig deep like you did. You asked us questions that made us think and was like, whoa, wait. You know what I'm saying? So I just, again, I do this for a place of healing. I don't do this for a paycheck. I don't do this for a calendar feel. I don't do this because I have nothing else to do, because I do this because this literally is
Yeah,
my calling.
I
You know what
got
I'm
you.
saying? And
Yeah, I
so
got you.
it's ministry for me.
Wow. That's good though. That's good because if I was a therapist, baby, I be feeling like I'm a therapist. I said that earlier. I definitely
Yeah,
would
yeah,
need I
because
need my
everybody
coins.
pull
I
on
do.
you.
I need my coins because that's a lot. I need to be paid for that. Like a lot of money. Like $70 every 10
An
minutes.
hour. Every 10.
No, no, not an hour. No, no hours. $70 every 10 minutes. You get 2,000 words in those 10 minutes. And then I need to collect my coins because that's a lot. No, I'm playing. So let's go to the comments real quick because we got some
Okay,
comments.
yes, awesome.
We got some comments and stuff going on. Hold on. I got all these monitors hooked up. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get this life gonna get together with this show one of these days. I appreciate y'all sticking in here with me. The mouse down here.
It's all right. We
Yeah,
gonna make it through.
it's gone. Listen, I done upgraded. It should the amount of money they pay for these, get you pay for these platforms, baby. Okay. Oh, there we go. I'm in there. This it should be talking to me. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So we got Raven. She was just checking in. She was listening to us at the beginning and she was like, wow. She said, my God. My cousin Sharina chimed in and was like, ooh, wee. Lene was like, be intentional. So when you said you be intentional about your clients, baby, that's everything. Like for real. Like that just put me on a different. Angela's checked in with her hearts. Hey, girl. Hey. Bryan, Texas. I met her at the Potter's house, baby.
Oh, nice. Okay, when you came
Yeah.
down for Sarah Jakes.
For Women Evolve. And then we got Dr. P. Angela Jones. Hey, girl. Hey. She says, good evening. Then she chimed in and she said, all money ain't good money. And I agree. And she said, girl, me and you both, I can't. Oh, she said she loves therapy. So she was probably talking about when I was saying I'm being therapy the rest of my life because I gotta have somebody to talk through my shenanigans with. And it ain't the stuff that other people do to me, baby. I have to talk through my own stuff. Okay, because I really want to be better every
Yes.
day. I really want to do better. I really want to evolve, excel, and all of those big fancy words. But people will make you want to just smack them straight in the throat. Okay. And so I gotta have it. All right. And I be wanting to smack myself. So have you ever just done something and been like, Juanita,
Oh, absolutely.
why you do that? You'll be like, why you do that? That's how I be feeling sometimes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Dr. Angela Jones says that me and my husband and children are in therapy. We are all building strong emotional health. That is so
I
amazing.
love it. Thank you for
I
saying
love that too. I
Yes.
love that. I love that. Shanita, my baby Shanita, we gotta talk about she got a talk show. I've been on her talk show. I done hosted it, honey. She the bomb. That's my baby.
Awesome.
She says therapy is essential even when things are going great. What? Girl, yes. Listen, when things be going too good, I be waiting on, and I have to change my mindset. We could
Oh
talk about
Lord,
that
that's
too.
a trauma. Yeah, that's a trauma.
Because I be like, oh, things are just so good. My husband ain't driving me crazy. I ain't driving him crazy. My kids ain't called for this or that. It just be, everything is just great in life. And I'll be waiting for the big moment and then it happens. So I'm just
Wait a minute. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna let you get through these comments.
Okay,
We're gonna come
let
back
me
to
get to
that
these
seriously.
comments. Okay. All right. Shanita says, hello, ladies. Great conversation. Danisha Jones says, guys do typically open up more with women because they feel like they have to have it together when talking to other men. Oh, so like the man ego collides. I can see that. I can see that. They don't like to admit their weaknesses to other men. Oh, I can
Usually.
see
Yeah.
that. Okay, DJ. Thank you, girl. That's a whole different perspective. I appreciate that. And my
Yes.
little sister Dewana is on here. Hey, boo. She just says yes. I don't know what she's saying yes to, but yes, girl, yes to his will and to his way. Say yes, Lord, yes. Nah. All right, let's talk about when everything is going good. Girl, you know I'm crazy. I'm trying to. Ooh, okay, but go ahead. Let's talk.
You're not crazy, first of all. We're going to change our talk.
Okay.
Self-talk. Number
You're right.
2 is fear begots fear, right? So what you focus on grows. So if you're focusing on the other shoe going to drop at any minute, guess what's going to happen? The shoe is going to drop, right? So embrace the present. Again, being present is so important, right? And so most of us are not present. We're either living in the past, guilt and shame, which is depression, or we're focused on the future, which is anxiety. We're not present. And what I mean by that is, do you stop and just take the day for what it is? You're not trying to fix, manage, or control what happens tomorrow, the next day, or in between. Are you present today and only do what said? Because the problem is, we're so busy, we're so focused on everything else, and we are missing life. Again, that's that thing of not living. You're just existing because you're already into next week.
And the Bible tells us that
yes,
not to worry about tomorrow.
I give you enough. Yes.
Okay.
I gave you enough for today. Look, I gave you enough to deal with today. You ain't even got time to think about tomorrow.
You ain't got to worry about it.
You're already on next Tuesday. Look at you. What I'm gonna do next week for the show. I wonder who my guest's gonna be. Oh Lord, what we gonna talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
You've missed every moment that God was talking to you today. He's speaking to you right now in this moment, and you're on to the next, which means can you properly hear him? Can you properly do what is needed? Can you be obedient if you're already rushing ahead of him? Ahead of yourself, right? So being present is so important, and that's what most of us are not, even myself. I'm guilty. And so learning to slow down and enjoy the moment, good, bad, or other. So when it's good, listen, I'm gonna enjoy the good. I'm gonna ride it out as long as it lasts. And I've learned to change my talk. I learned to change my 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 talk to myself, my self talk. I do not say that anymore. What we used to say, it's always something, or if it ain't one thing, it's another. No, ma'am, that's a lie. No, it's not always something. It's always good. How about that?
Good.
It's always great. You know what I'm saying? It's always great.
That's good.
Because we're speaking things and then we want to know why stuff is happening. Well, you just spoke it. I am a firm believer that your life you live today is what you spoke yesterday. So you have spoken these things into existence, and then you want to know why you're in the situation that you're in.
Fix me, Jesus. Fix me, Lord, right now. Listen, I'm dead serious because literally, like all those things, and what's crazy, and that's the thing, like we know scripture when we quote scripture, but we don't always live that thing out, right? No, because literally, the Bible does, like what I was saying earlier, and I say that to people. I say that to people all the time. Baby, don't worry about tomorrow because it's got enough problems of its own.
Okay.
Let's focus about what we got going on right here. And then here I am.
And then you are.
In the next breath, like, and so, and some of it is forced focus. I mean, I'm just being honest, right? If you have and this is just me, and maybe you can give me a different perspective about this. I mean, I can't pay you the $70 for the 10 minutes, but if you want to chime in, some of it is forced focus. And when I say forced focus, right, is when you got stuff going on with your children.
Yes.
When you got stuff going on in your home, when you got stuff going on in your job, I feel like you forced to think about the next in that. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to change my way of thinking, or maybe I just need to continue to let God stretch my faith, but I'm just being honest and transparent, because in these days and times,
No. We all do it. We all do it.
girl, I done lied to myself and other folks for so long about Roe. Girl, I can't do it no more, because that has gotten me nowhere but in that full circle with no way out. And so the only way I can get out is by being fully honest, fully transparent.
Absolutely.
No matter what, no matter what, right? If I took a piece of I remember, okay. And then I'm just gonna give it over to you and say,
you good.
Listen, I remember my stepmother took me to her aunt's house, and they cooked some steak, and I ate the last piece of steak. Didn't ask nobody. Girl, I ain't gonna even tell that story right now. I'm gonna wait.
Wait, no, you can't leave it right there. Now what?
No, okay.
And what happened?
My daddy, my father, girl, okay, you gonna get beat if you look like you're gonna say the wrong thing, right? You getting beat with the extension cord, don't matter what you getting beat with. And so me knowing that I had lied to my stepmother, I'm just like, I gotta stick to this. I gotta stick to it, because I already know what the consequences is of me eating the steak.
Right.
And I knew, you knew she was gonna tell him. I'm like, oh man. And sure enough, baby, I got the lights beat out of me. And so for me, that should have been a wake-up call, but I still felt like that was my way out until I got older. And I'm just kind of like, no, telling this same story that is not true or whatever is not gonna get you nothing but into the next line, to the next line, to the next circle. You never just get out. And so now I don't know nothing but transparency. And it just really don't even matter.
Absolutely.
It don't matter no more. 50, it is what it is.
No, I totally agree. I was a child that lied a lot as well. I did. To fit in, with school kids and things like that. And so I totally get it. Now I try my best not to ever lie. If I like, I promise you, I'm the most I first of all, I don't do it well. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get caught, so I might as well tell the truth anyway. So I'm just like,
every time,
yeah,
child.
so
Oh,
I get it. But I'm just saying that we have to. It's like a muscle, right? You have to train it and you have to continuously work at it. It's just like exercising a muscle. So your memory has matter, right? Brain memory has matter. No, brain matter has memory. I said that wrong.
We about to go scientific. You about to go. You about to do that to me? Okay, go ahead.
Brain matter has memory, right? And what that means is that it's going to always remember a place of comfort for you. And so it's going to always try to take you back to that place. That's why you want to know why you can't break a habit. Say, for instance, you're a stress eater, right? Or something. When you get stressed, you eat popcorn or chocolate or eat the whole bucket of ice cream, right?
Why are you doing that? Why are you calling me out? No, I mean, come on, sis. Don't do that. Go ahead.
So your body is in a space of relaxation. So that means that it's in a comfort place. So every time you get stressed, your memory, your matter memory is going to remind you you're stressed. You're stressing the body. Go eat some ice cream. Okay? Because it wants you to come back to that place of comfort. Because the body's function is to heal, right? We're not supposed this body was created. God is so, strategic. Like he did this thing well. He did it well. And what I mean is like, it's created for us to function totally. So when you're doing something that's taking it out of its natural path, it's going to always try to divert you back. So now you have to replace that habit, that bad habit, with something else. Okay? You have to replace it with something else in order to stop doing that bad thing, right? And so that's the same thing with the self-talk. When we find ourselves, or the negativity, when we find ourselves getting into a space where we start worrying or we start thinking about what's going to happen, or we get into that negative, oh boy, here we go again, it never works out. You have to stop yourself immediately in mid-thought, right? and change the thinking pattern. And so
Mhm.
it's just like a muscle. You have to continue to do it until you don't even think about it anymore. It's now your new habit. It
Mm.
takes consistency, it takes work, it takes continually doing it. Does that make sense? So
Mhm.
you're always
Yeah.
replacing something with something else.
Wow. Woo, that's heavy, baby. That's heavy. That's real heavy. It's heavy, but it's good because I think changing your way of thinking will help you eliminate those those things that aren't good for you
Mhm.
because it makes you put everything into perspective, and it's just kind of like, this ain't worked for me. It's kind of like people, like I have friends that are Muslim. I have friends, I think I got a new Pakistani friend. I think that's what she is.
I
I
like it.
forget, not, I mean,
Okay.
I forget what the name of her religion is, but they believe differently than
Right.
I do. And so like when my Muslim friend, when she want to go with me there, I just be like, sis, all I can tell you is what has worked for me since I chose the God that I serve. And all I can do is just tell you it's actionable. It's not just because I went to church or just because somebody told me. Everything for me is the experience. That's why I wear Christ. The experience came from, because it literally, me being able to wear Christ, baby. Listen, I can tell you that I'm not worthy at all. I don't deserve to be sitting in this seat on this show
Come on.
at my job. Come on. I
Mhm.
don't deserve a lot of girl. Like literally my life is where God wanted it to be. But if
Absolutely.
you ask
Absolutely.
somebody that knew me before Christ, BC, baby,
Come
okay,
on.
you
Hello.
knew Rodolfo BC, she gonna be dead or in jail. Okay, and I spend my little time
Mm.
in both, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
because last year I experienced, I mean, I don't know what it felt like, and I'm a little concerned about that because I died for a little while last year on October 11th, and I don't remember seeing no lights and stuff. And so I'm like, I had to come back like, oh, I gotta fix some stuff. And I'm dead serious
Wow.
about that.
Okay.
Because
Okay. I
I
didn't
ain't
know that.
reaching
Mhm.
without that. And he gave me another chance. So, literally, like that's just
Wow.
where I'm at. And
Wow.
I
What a
just
testimony.
it's real. It's real out here.
It is.
So
It is real out here. And that's what I'm saying. And so and it's only gonna get realer. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
where the world is going and what is coming to the earth. Like if we don't get clear, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, like you're saying, like we just gotta get to a space. It's just like what you were talking about earlier. We have to get to a space where we actually live the words we're speaking.
yeah.
And so God has been just really dealing with me in the last year or so or more about faith. Like y'all keep saying faith, you believe, but your actions don't show you believe. Your life don't show you believe. Like
Jesus.
everything you come out your mouth is contradictory to what you're quoting in
What you say
scripture.
you
And so
believe.
I mean,
Hmm.
I just had that conversation with a client today. Like she was worried and stressed about her mom and sick, and I said, "Listen, listen here. I'm tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you, like I tell everybody else, like I tell a friend. If you telling me you believe in God, if you telling me you trust God, if you telling me you get up every morning and pray, then you can't tell me that you worrying and stressing all at the same time because they don't go together. So you're gonna make
Mm,
up your mind today what you're gonna do. You're gonna
mm,
make up your mind today what you're gonna do. Either you're gonna believe or you're not. Because if you're not gonna believe, then stop saying it.
mm. So question. And we got a few minutes left. We got about 6 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes left. I asked my guest last week, right? I asked her, when she's talking to women, and ministering to women, does she find herself ministering to herself? So I'm going to ask you the same question, except when you are in your therapy sessions with your patients, right?
Absolutely.
Do you find yourself, when you talking to them, talking to you too?
Absolutely. The message is first for the messenger. Always. Always. It is so amazing. Like every client I get, like I told you, I take a break, right? I took a break between um June and September, I guess. I took a break from therapy. I told you I'll take a break in a minute, right? When I
Right.
feel like life is lifing for me, and I can't give them what they need because I don't have what I need. I can't help my clients, so I'll take a break. So when I came back to therapy and got all new clients, um, every client, every client is what I've prayed to God about, what I've been talking to God about, what I've been struggling with, some I'm dealing with. You see what I'm saying? Absolutely. I am a firm believer that you attract what you are. I know we believe opposites attract. I don't believe opposites attract. I believe you attract who you are and what you are. And what I mean by that is like attracts like. So even across the world, because I have clients in Dubai, I have clients in Canada, I have clients in New York, California, right? So even when that client comes to me, it's something that I'm internally been dealing with or trying to work on myself that I have to help them through,
Wow.
which is in eternally helping me, right? And so that's how God works with me. I can't speak for anybody else, but that's exactly how he works through me. He gives me like, okay, you prayed for this, you asked for this. Okay, let's test it and see if you this what you really want. We're gonna take you
Mm,
through this scenario with
mm,
somebody else, and you're gonna walk them through the process while you go through the process.
mm, mm-hmm.
So yes, the message is first for the messenger always.
I love that. I love that. I agree. And I'm gonna ask that question because I know for me, when I'm always I was talking to somebody at work was going through something today, and I was just like, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, oh yes, and blah. And it kind of for me, it fuels me because then I just be going, and then what I say to them starts to make sense for my specific situation. And
Absolutely.
it's like,
Yes.
okay, so
Right.
just apply this to what you got going on, girl. Just do
But we don't walk around with a mirror. That's why I tell people like you can't see
well,
yourself. You don't walk around with a mirror, right?
I
So we
got
can
my
look at
cell
everybody
phone,
else.
girl. I be walking around with my cell phone like, whoa, get it together today. Watch your facial expressions.
Oh God,
Don't
don't talk
be
about the facial expression.
don't be sensitive about it. Go into the meeting with an open mind
Excuse me.
because I know myself, so I got to
So
talk
let
to
me
myself.
tell you this, and I'm probably gonna step on some toes. So I'm the facial expression. Like people could always say, "Oh, your face, your face." I had to repent because that's a spirit thing, like right, like, and that's a pride thing. And I was like, Lord, fix my face. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have no business in front of people trying to help them and my face all scrunched up. Fix my
Mm,
face.
me too. Fix my face, Jesus. Fix my face. Fix my life. Okay. So then
Yeah,
I got one major question for you. You know, you might got NDAs and stuff like that, but we don't got
you
to
is crazy.
not specifics. I want to know because I personally know that you've had celebrity clients, and
Hmm.
I just want to know, like, have you ever wanted to go to TMZ and just get like $200,000 for knowing what you know? You to
You know
know.
what?
Because I'd be like, I'm like,
No,
dude, this is some juicy. Okay, that's a good answer. But since we're gonna
no.
talk about,
You so funny. Like that's good. You know what? But that's why I actually want to be the therapist that I am. Like create a better life
yeah,
for them is because I know that they don't have a safe space. I know that so
yeah,
many people use them, manipulate them, take advantage of
yeah,
them.
they do. Yeah,
Uh, and that's why I don't even want to be popular. I don't even keep the fame. My name don't even really have to be. Give me the fortune. Give me the money now, but keep the
okay.
fame in the sense
Yeah,
that I really want them to have that safe concierge type of service, and nobody knows who their therapist is, so they can feel confident enough to come to me and say whatever they need to, and know that I'm not gonna, you know,
and you a
betray
real
them.
one because we friends and I'm trustworthy, and you still didn't tell me who your clients was, and I be wanting to know, but
You
it's
know
okay.
what?
I don't need to know. I understand. I understand. All right. So listen, let's talk about this mouse. Like, how am I gonna fix this? Like, okay, do I take
What's
it
wrong
up?
with your mouth? So talk to me. What's wrong with the mouth?
So what's going? So you technical support now? Okay. So I
Oh, you
got
said
two
mouth. I
screens.
thought you said mouth. I apologize. I thought you were saying like my mouth is out of control.
Oh yeah, that too sometimes, but just pray for me. Because I can't afford your sessions. I can't afford nobody's sessions right now. Hold on, give
You
me
know
one
what?
second. No, listen, sis. Okay, so I'm trying to. So anyway, but for real, if you really want to try to be technical support, I got it. Okay, here we go. I got it. Let me see what we got in the comments. We don't have much in the comments. Let's see who joined. Oh, hey, Linda. Hey, Tracy. Hey, baby. I gotta hook you on to Tracy and her little show since you like to shop. My aunt Sharon is here. Hey, baby girl. Love you. Love you. Hey, Chiquita. All right. So listen, this is it. I always go over. One day I'm gonna keep it at 1 hour. But I want to know, like, how can people reach you? I mean, you taking clients this week? When the next time you taking a break? When you get full? You take breaks when you get full? You got space open right now? Like, what we doing?
I
Like,
take breaks, like I say, I take breaks when life start lifing, and I'm like, okay, I can't anymore. But
you got space? You got some room for some
right
clients?
now I'm taking clients. Um, I do have a practice, right? So if you don't get me, you can get somebody else on my team. But yes,
Okay.
but that's the website,
All right. Yeah.
better.life.
Yeah, so I have her website here because apparently my moderator friend Harbetta ain't here today to help her sister out. So it's okay though.
You
I
know
love
what?
her.
And I do take all insurance, all
You
insurance.
take the no insurance too?
What's new?
The no insurance.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't even know. What's the no insurance?
No insurance, Joker. I ain't
Oh,
got no
oh,
insurance. That you
oh
still
yeah,
go
I do.
to.
Of course, I love cash only clients. Yes, look, they're my favorite clients. Please be a cash only.
You take the no
But
cash insurance too?
oh,
No,
no,
I'm just playing.
not the no kind.
I'm just
No,
playing.
you're
Okay.
gonna pay.
Baby, I
I
appreciate
may
you.
get a
I do.
I may get a friends and family discount, but you
Okay,
got to
come
pay.
on, somebody, friends and family. No, baby, I appreciate you coming on. I was super excited. I know I got on your nerves this week or not, but I appreciate you.
No, you
I couldn't
haven't.
wait.
No, you're awesome.
Yeah,
I
you were there when
appreciate
TJ,
you.
baby, when my baby passed away, you was on it. When I opened that grief group, you was on it. And I appreciate it. Like, no questions asked, no nothing. Like, we don't even talk every day. And you was just
No, we
like,
don't.
when you need, and I'm like, I ain't got no. You like, girl, just call me if you need me. And that's what I'm talking about.
Because God put me, like I told you, I think we talked about this. Like I had three friends who lost their sons back to back, like 3 years in a row, and all of them were their sons. And I was like, Lord, what are you saying?
Mm,
Like, what is this
yeah,
about?
yeah.
I was trying to understand what that message was, because honey, I was praying over my son for real. Like, I don't wish
Yes.
that
Pray over your
on
children, honey. I pray over
nobody.
mine too. Mine
Yeah,
ain't nobody in this house but me and my husband. But honey, I pray over them, all of them jokers every day, all
absolutely.
of them, every last one of them. All
So
right,
I
baby.
I just have to be there because God knows I don't want nobody, if nobody wants to experience that. Let me just say that.
Yeah, no, they
Nobody.
don't. But I appreciate God's grace getting us through it. I love you, girl. When I tell you I love you, I appreciate you. You my Rolly.
I love you. I miss you. I gotta come shop.
Come on,
Um
come shop with the girl.
and we gotta catch up. But I
Yeah,
know
for
I know
sure.
you working right now, so we
Yeah,
catching up
it's
on life.
okay. It's temporary. I got grandkids that like big stuff.
Absolutely.
Like my daughter, you know, girl, she different. She real different when it come to her kids. And then my other grandson, they be wanting big stuff, and I ain't heard from them. They better send me them lists in the next 5 days. But I
Mm.
love you, sis. Thanks for coming on.
Love
We
you.
gonna
Thank
chop
you.
and
Thank you for
chat it
having
up
me.
about the other stuff we collaborating on. I'm still
Oh
excited.
yeah, we gotta get that together. So y'all look out for a retreat. We're putting a retreat together.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes,
and please don't
yes.
ask me when we said. I'm so bad. When did we say, friend?
Ooh, next year, September, October. I can't remember. We'll get it together. We got to
We'll get it
finalize the
together,
date.
y'all. All right.
All
So,
right. Love you, sis. Thanks for coming
love you.
on.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
all for tuning in today. Listen, I would be nothing without my guests, even though I probably text all 20 of y'all right before like jump on. But I guess that's how this whole thing start until it catch on. And it's gonna catch and feed who it needs to catch and feed. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I love you, baby. Have a good one. We'll talk soon.
Love you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Rose Show. Until next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Have a blessed week. Let me close out with prayer, Kiba, because my one friend, she gonna call me like, you forgot prayer again. You forgot.
And we
Jesus.
did. Oh, we so
We
bad talking about
did.
Jesus,
But that's okay.
and
We're gonna
ain't
make it
even
up.
pray.
Father, in the name of Jesus. Thank you, oh
Yes,
God, for
God.
your mercy, your kindness, and your grace. Oh God, I ask you to cover each and every person that attended this
Yes,
live,
Lord.
each and every person that intended to attend the live, each and every person that did not even know about the live. Oh God, I ask that you bless them. I ask that you cover them. I ask that you send peace. I ask that you send comfort to those that need it, oh God. I ask that you help us all to evaluate and reevaluate, if needed, our mental health and statuses, and give us the people that we need, oh God, to help us through it. Lord, I thank you, oh God, and I ask you to continue to cover your people, keep our minds stayed on you, keep us in perfect peace, oh God.
Yes,
And we bless you, we praise you, we magnify you, and we glorify you. Thank you for this show and all that it did today, what it is intended to do. God, I ask you to let it all be of you and none of me. Continue to allow your words to speak through me, my shows, oh God, to help somebody that may need the help in that moment. And again, Lord, we thank you and we bless you for all these things. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Gosh darn it, girl, this mouse. Okay, I don't even know how to end. I can't even end the show because the mouse. Listen, I'm taking sponsors. Is it sponsors I need for a new mouse? I need a new mouse. Okay, because I can't get them. Wait, hold on. I gotta move. If I move the computer, can't do that. Oh, champ. I can't even end the show. Well, I never end on time anyway. Lord, this mouse.
That's okay. It was good. That's okay.
It was. We still here. We still live.
I know, right? We still live. I know. That's why
we still got we got a hot. You got a hot mic. I'm dead serious. I can't do this. Like, okay, I'm about to unplug the mouse from the computer and just use my fingers. Oh my God, my fingers still don't work. It's still up there on the other. So what it is I have my big screen right in front. So y'all can log off because I gotta figure out how to end this and stuff. Oh well, let me see. This is a shame. A good show gone wrong. No, it ain't gone wrong. See, talking about speaking stuff. What if I unplug that? There we go. All right. Good night, y'all. Bye.